Good afternoon, Joe James again. Tip Tuesday. And again, how lucky are we, Joe, the cameraman? What another beautiful day. It's not raining. It's about 80 degrees and it's absolutely gorgeous. And what we're going to talk about today? Well, basically, what you don't want to do when you get on a tee is have too many things, too many thoughts in your mind. So you want to make sure you pick the right club out. You've got everything in your pocket. So if we was going to go off the first tee, number one, you want to make sure you've got tees in your pocket. You've got your pitch repair in your pocket and you've got your marker, okay? So a lot of people get on the first tee and they're a bundle of nerves, so you've got to make sure you plan the chain of events correctly. So here we are, walking from the 8th to the 9th tee at Delapre Golf Centre. And the thing is about golf, what I love about it, is you can play on your own. You don't need people to play with, and I quite often come out here, I get my sticks, and off I go. So there we are, walking to the 9th tee. I've got my tee peg in my hand, I've got my golf ball, and I'm ready to hit another shot. So here we go, see how it goes. So we played off the back tees today. So, preset routines. This is something I do every single time, even down to the timing of how long you take. So when I tee the ball up, preferably, I like to get half the ball's diameter, if I'm going to show you closely, above the top of the ball. So that's the perfect, should be 50-50. You don't want it too high, it puts the swing under too much pressure, and you don't want it too low. So a lot of people ask, how high should the ball be? With a driver, it's 50-50. Okay, that's really important. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully I've got that bit right. So, here we go. Let's have a couple of practice swings. See if I can keep this nice swing going. Now remember, this is something I do every time I hit the golf shot. I'm picking out my line. Now the other thing is when you get onto different golf courses as well, sometimes the tee doesn't aim where you want to go. This tee actually aims slightly left of centre. So you've got to be very, very aware of that. So in my preset routine, I like to pick something up about 10 yards in front of me. So, there's a broken tee peg down there. I'm going to pick that up, I'm going to get parallel to that. I'm going to look up a couple of times. I don't look up loads of times, and now I'm ready to go. Little preset routine. So now I'm locked in. And there we go, straight down the middle. So here we are. Well, I'm well pleased with that tee shot. It's got about 265, carried about 240. So that's about my average drive. I normally carry the ball between 230 and 240. And it's run out about 20 yards. So I'm well pleased. Centre of the fairway. And here we go. Now this is decision time. So as I'm approaching the ball, I'm thinking now, I'm in the zone. I've stopped talking to my playing partners, even though I'm playing on my own. And that's imaginary. Is now I'm thinking, what shot am I going to hit? I'm looking at the flag, I'm looking where the flag's placed on the green. Now today, the flag's about 15 paces on from the front, and it's slightly to the right. The club I'm going to pick is a 56-degree sand iron for this shot. I've got about 80 yards to the flag. So let's have a go, Joe. Again, a few practice swings. And see how this shot goes. Okay, so here we go. Just feeling my way, making sure everything's good. I feel good over the ball. And now, it's shot time. Now it weren't a bad shot actually. It pitched about pin eye. It's probably run about 3 or 4 yards. So I'm about 15 foot away from the flag. And as I say, when you hit these shots, you've got to be very, very committed. As I say, I used a sand iron and I could nearly hit that fully. And that's why I feel comfortable from 80 to 100 yards hitting a sand iron, okay? So it's a good shot to use when you've got about 80 yards to go. So here we are. Now the important thing we do when we step onto the green, the first thing we look at, is there a pitch mark embedded in the green. So basically when the ball comes down, I mean these are quite firm conditions at the moment, is it'll normally make a mark, and there we are. So that ball pitched roughly about pin high. And because the greens are quite firm today, but what I've done is, I've repaired it. And not only that, I'm looking for other pitch marks on my journey. And thankfully, there ain't none, because it actually damaged the green if they're not repaired. Okay, so I'm walking to my, now what I like to do when I've got a putt, is I like to pace it to see roughly how far I've got. So I'm going to pace this from the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's about 11.5 yards, so about 33 feet. Okay, so that gives me some sort of mental idea of how hard I want to hit this putt. Now the next thing we must do is mark the ball. So I'm going to make sure my ball's not dirty. And then I'm going to line it up with the emblem of the ball. We've gone through this a few weeks ago with the putting. So here we are, lining it up. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I've had a look at the hole. I think it's a pretty dead straight putt. Let's have a go, Joe. Right, that preset routine. I'm set up over it. Now I'm ready to pull the trigger. Not bad, it's running a little bit. I wouldn't be that pleased with that putt because although it nearly went in, it's gone about 2.5 feet past. Okay, Joe, see if I can finish it off. Now, thankfully, now we're officially out of lockdown, and I hate putting with a flag in, we can actually take the flag out. Hooray! So here we are. We can take the flag out. So see if I can finish this hole off with another par to make it 9 on the spin. Here we go. Let's put myself under a bit of pressure. Straight in the middle. Thank you very much. Joe James signing off with another par. Have a good week. Thank you.